Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Venus Chengo, your counseling psychologist at the Myndspa. If you're listening to me for the first time and you love content of mental wellness, please subscribe to this channel so that you can get future notifications about issues we talk about, when it comes to life. Today I'm going to be talking about silent treatment in marriages and relationship, and this is meant to help you align. Yeah, this is meant to help you align your relationships, align your marriage this year. Today I want to start with that one that is very pricky. Couples that give each other silent treatment. Are you an expert? And pardon guys about the dogs, my microphone is not working, so there's a lot of sound coming from the background, but just stay on with me. Are you an expert in giving your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend silent treatment? Please stop it. Stop it. It is completely unhealthy and it says something about you. We are human beings and we are emotional beings, especially for us women, because we think with our hearts. Yeah, so everything we talk about is how that other person made us feel. But it is absolutely unnecessary to take yourself through 1 week of stress because you are too proud to reach out to the other person and talk to them about the issue that is making you behave the way you're behaving, and that is being quiet. All right? One of the things that I always say, and I like to use this analogy, yeah? Take it that, you're wounded. Maybe you're cut by a razor blade or you even stepped on a nail. There's something that on your physiologically there'll be that wound and it will bleed, and if you're not careful to sanitize it, to treat it, you may end up getting other infections. All right, so the longer you stay, the chances of you going through other unnecessary medical issues because of ignoring and not doing first aid. Guys, it is the same thing in that relationship. And for those of you who are even new and maybe going through what we call the drama stage, you can avoid a lot of unnecessary stress or destabilization because of being arrogant. And when I talk about arrogancy, allow me to just talk to the men, because men have this ego that is going on. Guys, I'm not being gender biased or anything, but at the end of the day, let's call a spade a spade. Two things that ruin relationship. Number one, the pride that comes from a man. Those ones of like you're childish. You think the other lady, she's just your woman is overreacting. And two, for the woman, maybe overreacting and then not being able to communicate. So you have two people, different mindsets, and now trying to sort out an issue. The best way of treating any issue that comes up in your marriage, in your relationship, is communicating effectively. Keeping silent is just like, you are burning. There's something, it's like putting, having a cylinder, it's, heating up and it's looking for a way, to remove the gas, and one thing, it just explodes. That's what happens literally in our relationship. The more you're silent, the more the fumes inside there, the more the heat, and eventually you get to a point you cannot contain yourself. And that is when you hear people taking up guns, shooting each other, taking knives, killing each other, doing things that are absolutely not necessary. Had they gotten the right kind of knowledge. And this year, as I said, we're going to be talking a lot about these issues that are inside our houses. All right? So when you're faced with this thing, please, I would advocate that immediately you have an issue, well, allow yourself to be. Go through the motions, feel that vibe, feel the energy, but at the end of the day, choose the right thing. And the right thing, guys, is sit down and talk about it. Pride will never take you anywhere. As a man, yes, and in our African culture, and allow me to say this because there's a way we also look at issues from a cultural perspective. As Africans, men are taught not to cry. Men are meant to, be just hardened up. So when they see a woman cry, it's like, they don't know how to relate. But change starts when when you decide to change yourself. Last year, maybe you did things differently. This year, try something different. And guys, if you see that the communication channels are not working, you're trying to communicate to your spouse, it's not working, then why don't you seek the services of a counselor? That is where you get, very genuine and professional help. A lot of the times we want to call our best couple, which is good. We'd like to call our parents in. We'd like to call, our friends and tell them what is happening. But guys, let me tell you, spreading out, your dirty linen in public will never help. It will hurt you further. Because what is going to happen is, you start hearing your stories. Someone, you go into disagreements with these people that you trusted. And then they go and spill out everything to the world. And it will hurt you. Let's just call a spade a spade. Right? So the best thing, and I'm here to just encourage you and tell you that counseling works. Counseling works. If you're a man and you're listening to me and you think and you feel it is absolutely unnecessary to be paying for these services, my question to you is, then where is your priority? What do you value? Would you rather go through a separation when you could get help? Would you rather go through that emotional torture when you can get help? It is time we do things differently in the family. It is time that we build on our mental capacity, our mental muscle. Relationships are beautiful when they start, but challenges come. And during that time, where I could say, you're hurting, you're bleeding, you need the right treatment. And the right treatment is not silent treatment. The right treatment is for you to sit down with a therapist, with a mental health expert, and sort this issue. The good thing is that person remains neutral. We don't take sides. All right? We listen to your issues. And we help you come up with systems, with structures, with solutions that would help you grow. So guys, let's stop this thing that has become like, fashion, like, a daily norm. Let us work towards building our relationships. Silent treatment does not work. And I'm going to be talking about these things deeply, as we continue on. But if you really, like this kind of content that can build you up, because, at the end of the day, we want to be all successful. But without, building our mental processes, working on how we view life, you'll get wealthy, and that wealth will kill you. You'll marry, and that wife will take you down to a grave, or, vice versa. So at the end of the day, it is for us to be able to work on ourselves. Let us work on how we think, how we, of course, thinking affects how we feel. So if you basically start thinking in the right way, then you'll also have the right emotions. And eventually, you will have and you will live life with a lot of joy, a lot of peace, a lot of happiness. But the opposite is also true. So guys, if this is your kind of content, please just hit that subscribe button. And if you're looking for a therapist within Nairobi, within Kenya, my sessions are actually online. Just see let me put my number down below. Just take the number, call me, let us engage. Of course, my services are chargeable, but let me tell you, if you weigh the options, it's about your priorities and what you really want. Alright, so don't feel like, by walking into a therapy room, by seeing a shrink, it makes you less of a person. No. Therapy works. Let us stop these things that are happening in our homes. People killing each other. All these things, they are unnecessary if you empower yourself. And this is the right channel for you. Should you be looking for a way of sorting out issues within the family setup, within the community, within organizations. Alright? So once again, without saying much, this is Venus Chengo, your counseling psychologist at the Myndspa. Please, please, please support this channel by subscribing. You can share this as well with any friend, anyone you know who may be going through these issues, chronic issues of silent treatment, hoping that it will help them. But at the end of the day, as I said, therapy works. Till next time.